this.
But also, like, financially, the financial considerations, you had to know Britain was going to be shouldering most of it. They're the most successful country. So they were shouldering a lot, with the what they call the pigs countries failing as bad as they did. Britain had to eat shit for all of that, and that's Portugal, Italy, Spain, and Germany. When the big financial crisis hit, they got hit bad. And unfortunately, when you're in a union like the European Union, the countries that didn't get hit bad and the countries that managed their shit properly are kind of the ones that get punished for it.
Yeah, that seems to be the way it works.
So they got to get out. They don't got Harry anymore supporting them, so they got to find their own way now.
I'm wondering if that was the whole reason.
Oh, I'm sure it had everything to do with it. That's another one. I'm just fuck off. She's an actor. She misses working. She wants to go back to work. Give it a rest. Who gives a crap?
So it's as of 11 p.m. tonight. 11 p.m.
11. We should get our Thor's kin buddies on the phone and see what they would be able to educate us a little more on whether this is good, whether this is bad. Why do we care?
I am interested to know because the few people that I do know that live in the UK, none of them seem to know why it matters and how this will affect. Like, nobody seems to know any of this. So it seems very strange.
Well, I does the European Union, will the euro still be affected by the pound? Or are those completely severed now? Because that's really economically is the only thing that matters, I think. I don't think voting as a block and stuff, they're not going to miss out on much in that regard. But
I don't see.
I don't know what it's going to do to the euro.
I think the Britain wants the pound to be stronger, and they think that by separating the euro and the pound more dramatically, i.e. with this, I think that they think this is going to make their dollar worth more.
It makes absolute sense that it would have to. Like the euro is worth a shit ton, but it's probably pulling the pound down, I'm sure. So yeah, I think they're totally right. I don't know how it matters to the world. I guess to the European Union it could suck. I don't know. I know it's going to be... I don't know what I know. But if that's 11 p.m., it's already way past 11 p.m. in Britain. So someone from Britain, get in touch with us. rosemcgowan@outlook.com and tell me why the hell this matters.
How has it affected you? How will it affect your business, the company you work for? What's going on?
I remember when the European Union formed, it was like a massive story.
Oh, that was huge. the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah, and now but this, I don't know. I'm surprised this is the first time a country's pulled out. To be honest.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen all the time. Like it must be stronger than I think, or more beneficial than I think. I would imagine every time some country gets pissed off at another one, they're like, "We're getting out of the union."
Like, I think it's because you pretty much nailed it. I literally think it's because the UK has literally sat there and been like, well, we're fucking fronting the biggest bill for all this shit. So everybody else is getting these little financial kickbacks for being a part of this. So fuck you guys, we're out. Yeah. And everybody else will be like, well, I'm not getting the money. Yeah, fuck you guys, we're out too.
Yeah.
Like, you'll probably see that within the next, I'll say within 12 months, you're going to start seeing that.
It's pretty, I guess the big monumental thing was the fact that the entire UK voted together on this, which doesn't happen ever. Like, as much as they're supposed to be the United Kingdom on paper, they're not real united if you ask any, like, Scottish dude.
Nah. And they got 52% of the vote.
That's That's more than half.
52%. That is just over half. You know what's humorous, though? Even off of the BBC website, this is number 3 in the most read news on the BBC website.
I think people have a little bit of Brexit fatigue.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But yet the Trump impeachment's number 2, because who the fuck cares about that?
Well, I think just the fact that it's not happening. It's the coronavirus of impeachments.
Did you hear a woman's come forward charging Trump with rape?
Oh, yeah, and they're trying to demand samples or whatever. Whatever. Like, come on.
That technically didn't even work for fucking Clinton. And he admitted it. He still got acquitted from it. So.
And what are you doing? If it's true, then you should have come out. And if it's not, then you've just been sitting on this rape for the perfect moment.
Yeah. She claims it was because of the Me Too movement is why she came forward.
Yeah, well, the Me Too movement, that ship sailed a long time ago. Even Alyssa Milano doesn't pay attention to that shit anymore. So, nice try, lady, but no. Me Too doesn't mean, oh yeah, I made up some shit as well.
I can say that too, me too.
That's not what it was meant to do. And I think a lot of people, that's another thing that's really changing. And a lot of even women are coming forward. You mentioned Harvey Weinstein's lawyer talking about it, that Me Too really had a very unintended negative effect, negative consequence to it. And people are kind of starting to turn their back on it a little bit because of that.
Yeah, well, because again, it's one thing to come out against the people who actually did shit wrong, but when you turn around and be like, a guy bumped into me once, a guy complimented me once 20 years ago, I want him to lose his job, shit just gets fucking ridiculous.
Exactly. And we went the same way we do with political correctness and everything else. We just went so far the other way.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Me Too is a very male-female oriented movement. That line has always been divided. Sorry, it's always been drawn. It's sort of been a male versus female thing, and that's not catchy right now because that totally discludes all the other 56 genders.
Which is why I think this is a thing that would help promote, because these other gender specifics, we turn and say, you see, all of us non-binaries and everything else, we're not the ones being charged with rape, or we're not the ones being fucking pushed out saying that we've done these horrible things. This is what happens when you force your children to think they're a different sex.
Or they can't say Me Too because no one's trying to fucking rape them.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
And that's probably some sort of discrimination too. You're not raping me. You're discriminating against me by not raping me.
What, am I not good enough?
No, you're not. No, you are not. You can't even figure out why you're a dude with a period. I'm not going to attempt to rape that. I mean, fuck.
Because I don't want to have to explain what sex is.
I don't want to have to fucking figure it out while I'm laying in that stairwell. Like, oh my god, what? You got no junk. What do I do?
So there is a positive to this, then. There is a positive.
I'm not sure if that's a positive or a negative, but I know I pissed some people off right there. I insulted the non-binary community and rapists.
I'd like to see a rapist get up and complain.
Any rapists have a problem with what I just said. You can reach me at rosemcgowan@outlook.com.
You almost have to add that as Rose McGowan is stupid, and so are you.
And anyone who, if you've been raped, or you're planning on getting raped, or you want to be raped, or you're like looking to commit your first rape, Eric and Gord are here to hear your story.
Thank God, that's where you went with that.
Be on the show. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you're an aspiring rapist. I would like to know, like, your plans, how you want to break into the industry. I'm just curious.
What's your previous experience?
Which uncle fucked you up?
Was it your side of the family, your mother's? How does that work?
Or are you just a regular church goer?
Just all word of God.
Yeah, it's in the Bible. I think near the front.
Yeah, so Brexit, that's a pretty big deal.
Brexit. Celebrate with rape. I don't know why we keep going back to that. Pay attention to that, though. I want to know what's going on. I want to talk to the Thor's King kids and see why is Brexit exciting?
Yeah. What does it bring to the table?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in the next little while. Economically, what happens?
Even every time when I try to look it up, I still can't seem to get a straight answer about what it's going to do.
That's because nobody has a fucking idea. Nobody knows even what it does. Nobody knows why it's happening or what's going on. And the smartest people in the world can't admit that they don't have a fucking clue. So they're just not talking about it. They're talking about coronavirus. Because now they can wrap their minds around, oh, what, a fake flu's not killing anybody? Yeah, let's talk about that for 3 weeks. Well, Brexit just happened. What? Where, England left the European... The what? You mean Harry? No, that's not Brexit. That's one dude.
You mean Harry?
That wasn't Brexit.
Why do they call it breakfast when his name is Harry? I don't get it.
Yeah, why do they call it breakfast? You mean the Tim Hortons cereal? I saw it today at Walmart.
Did you?
No, I did not. I saw it yesterday at Walmart.
Oh, I'm jealous. I haven't been out.
It was powdered donut flavor, I believe. And the box was really uninspired and stupid. And I was just like, I wouldn't buy that. If I didn't know Tim Hortons, I wouldn't buy it based on their shitty box. It looks stupid. It's just got donuts on it. It doesn't even have Timbits on it. What are you doing?
See, now that brings up a question, because in today's day and age where you have unlimited access to the internet, you can create anything. How is it that two major companies, one major Canadian company, another one an international conglomerate, can't figure out how to properly market something? Tim Hortons with their cereal, it pretty much would market itself, but they're going to fuck it up by putting a bad design on the box. And fucking McDonald's adds bacon to it, and they call it the Big Mac Bacon.
Well, yeah.
And then they advertise it, making fun of their own way of naming it. Instead of calling it the Bacon Big Mac or the Big Mac with bacon, they call it the Big Mac Bacon.
Yeah.
But
and that's
none of it
makes
sense. It's just stupid.
Number one, it sounds gross. A Big Mac with bacon, I don't think that works anyway. McDonald's has had a lot of campaigns that haven't worked. I mean, they got a new ad campaign every 27 seconds. They're not all going to be gold. They're still number one all the time.
I still miss their hot and cold side burger, whatever that was called, the Big Extra.
That was the Arch Deluxe.
Remember that word? Was it the Arch Deluxe? I can't remember what it was called. Big Extra Arch Deluxe.
It was fantastic, and I miss it like crazy. You know what's funny? There is a podcast. I was listening to this podcast, and I thought it's called "What Happened to McDonald's Pizza."
Ew! It was so gross.
And I thought, okay, well, this podcast obviously asks those kind of questions, right? Probably like a different question every episode or whatever. No.
Yeah.
This entire fucking series is trying to get McDonald's pizza brought back. And this guy talks about the history of McDonald's pizza, and he's found like the original fucking McDonald's pizza oven in some warehouse somewhere, and he's trying to get McDonald's to buy it because they said their claim to why they pulled it off the market was because it took too long to cook. And he's trying to buy their pizza oven to see if that's true.
Well, I mean, it took 5 minutes.
That's a long time. And when I'm in McDonald's, I don't want to fucking wait 5 minutes. And I get mad about that shit too.
then don't order the pizza. Like,
Yeah, well, that's probably where I'd be at now.